My name is Hannah Willard, and I am the Policy and Outreach Coordinator with Equality Florida. In addition to the faith leaders you are hearing from today speaking out in opposition to this bill, I'd like to tell you about the coalition of 93 faith leaders who have united in opposition to the so-called Pastor Protection Act. These are folks who wanted to be here today, but were unable to make the trip up to the Capitol. These faith leaders represent congregations from Pensacola to Miami and a diverse group of denominations: 3 Catholic priests, 12 Lutheran pastors, 9 rabbis, 8 Methodist ministers, just to name a few. These congregations are filled with parishioners who have varied feelings about same-sex marriage. Some of these clergy do not perform same-sex marriage ceremonies themselves. However, what they all have in common is a resolute opposition to this legislation. These clergy all agree that the recently affirmed ability of same-sex couples to legally marry does not, in any way, infringe on their freedom to practice and preach as they see fit. These faith leaders oppose this bill not just because it is unnecessary, though they all have a firm grasp on the protections already guaranteed them in the Constitution's First Amendment. They also oppose this bill because it is deeply insulting to be once again used as political pawns to advance a social agenda and for the legislature to send an inappropriate message of disapproval of same-sex relationships. Furthermore, I've heard from several in particular that they do not want to see their freedom of religion enumerated into statute, as you just heard from Reverend Fullwider. This legislation is not worth risking any lingering effects of this enumeration because they are not currently at risk. Let me be clear. I'm speaking on behalf of a coalition of 93 faith leaders from across the state who ask you to vote no on this legislation as inflammatory, non-representative of Florida's faith communities, and a danger that is not worth the risk. Thank you so much.